Welcome to Bloom at the Yoga Garden. So thank you for joining me for this short class today. And we're mostly going to be standing or on our feet for this class. So get yourself ready, get yourself organized, and we'll just start standing with our hands together at our heart center. So feel as if you're grinding down and rooting up at the same time through all four corners of your feet. Your legs aren't locked, there's quite a wee softness about your knees, shoulders rolling back and down, chin parallel to the floor, and if you can, close your eyes. Take a nice long, slow, deep inhale, and a nice long, slow exhale. So if you'd like to synchronize your breath with this little breath mantra that I'm going to read, I have no idea where I found it, but it is such a lovely little mantra for the breath. So we're going to begin with this. Breathing in, I feel safe. Breathing out, I feel secure. Breathing in, I feel peaceful. Breathing out, I feel calm. Breathing in, I feel open. Breathing out, I feel expansive. Breathing in, I feel renewed. Breathing out, I feel rested. Breathing in, I feel alive. Breathing out, I feel grateful. And then gently release your hands. Give yourself a little shake about, maybe shrug your shoulders up as you inhale. Exhale, drop them down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So step your feet now a good hip width apart and just let your shoulders be really loose. And then we're just going to start. And so knees are nice and soft again. We bend in them if you need to. And just gently turning from side to side. Just notice how you feel when you do this. So nothing particularly yogic about this. Maybe to start and raise your arms up a little bit so you're slapping further up, but keep your hands down if that's better for you. So just getting ourselves warmed up and in the right frame of mind for our practice. As always, don't do anything that doesn't suit you. So gently slow down your slapping, and then we're going to step our feet a little bit closer together. So you can bring them completely together if you want to, but I always like a wee bit of a gap between my feet. So we're going to take a big inhale and begin to bring our arms up overhead and clasp your hands, all except the index fingers. Take a big inhale. And exhale, hinge over to the right. So allow your left hip to go out to the side. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. So we'll just change the cross of our hands. So still index fingers up. So a different thumb on top this time. One more inhale. Drop your shoulders and reach up. Hinge over to the right, back to center, inhale, and then exhale over to the left, and back to center, and release your hands briefly. So now we are going to do more or less the same thing again, but we're going to cross the right foot over the left. So try and get your toes more or less in line. They won't be in line, of course, but get them as closely in line. So you're sort of squeezing both lower legs together. And again, inhale, sweep your arms up, clasp your hands, big inhale. Exhale, hinge over to the left. Inhale back to center. And we'll go to that side one more time. Just feel a stretch all down the right side. And back to center. Drop your arms, undo the cross, and we'll do the other side. So a wee bit of a balancing element here for this. And again, get your toes more or less in line. This side could feel completely different. Again, sweep your arms up. That different clasp again if you can. All except the index fingers, shoulders dropping down. Big inhale. Exhale, hinge to the right. Inhale back to center. One more to that side. Inhale back to center, release your hands, undo the cross of your legs, sweep your arms up one more time, and this time clasp your hands, draw down all that lovely energy and bring yourself down into a nice easy forward fold. So knees are bent deeply, feet fairly close together. Take hold of your elbows initially and allow the weight of your elbows, the weight of your head to give you a nice stretch out along the back body, knees bent deeply. So you've got a little shelf here you can rest your chest on and your tummy. And then see if you can make contact with the floor and just walk your hands out to the right side, keeping your feet and knees exactly where they are. Back towards center and round towards the left. Back to the center. Now pressing into all four corners of your feet. Feel you're getting energy up from the floor, from the earth. Bring yourself up. Look up. Gather in all that lovely energy again. Draw it down and we'll fold forward and down again. So we do another one of those. Pressing into all four corners of your feet, unwind nice and slowly. Keep your chin tucked in until you're ready. So do it nice and gently, particularly if any low blood pressure or anything. And hands to your heart center. As we draw that energy down again. And then from here, we're just going to have a wee rock from side to side. Upper body is like a rag doll. And then press strongly into all four corners of your feet and bring yourself up this time into your imaginary chair, or sit down in your imaginary chair. So hands back if that's easier for you, or on your hips. This is the hardest version. So lift your pubic bone up, sacrum going down towards the floor. I actually love this version because it really allows you to lift your heart center up and sit down in your chair. One more big inhale here. You're doing really well. And press into all four corners of your feet. Bring yourself up. And you're back up to stand. So now we're going to take our feet more than hip width apart. So have your toes turning out slightly. And we're just going to bend our knees a tiny little bit. Bring your hands onto your thighs. So it's not goddess pose or squat or anything like that. So we're just bending our knees a little bit. And we're going to do a few cat-cows from here. So as we inhale, just stick your bottom out, bring your heart through, elbows back. And exhale, round your shoulders, tummy back towards your spine. Inhale, Hollow out your spine, bring your heart through. Exhale, tuck your tail, round your shoulders. One more. Inhale, bring your heart center through. Exhale, really round. And then bring yourself back to your neutral position. Heel toe your feet in a little bit. Make contact with the floor. Work yourself round so you're facing the long edge of your mat. And meet me in high kneeling. So if you want to, you can bring your knees quite close to the front edge of your mat, and it gives you sort of a little line to follow. And of course, fold over the side of your mat to give your knee we're going to do the left knee to begin with, to give that left knee some support, or you put a blanket in underneath it if you need to. So we're going to do Parigasana, gate pose. So we're going to begin sitting up nice and tall, sitting up. Is this sitting? Kneeling nice and tall. And take a big inhale, and then we're going to step the right foot out. So ideally we want the right heel and the left knee in line. So a nice right angle here between the right thigh and the right lower leg, and the right hand comes to the inside. So this is going to stop this right knee might want to roll in. So this right hand is going to say, no, it's not. So we're going to inhale and reach up with the left hand and allow the right hand to slide down, and maybe bring the left hand overhead and maybe look under your left arm. Nice stretch. Inhale back to center, and then bring your left hand onto your hip. And if you want to, we're going to take this a wee bit further. So if that's enough for you, fine, keep your foot there. But you might want to go a wee bit further and straighten out that right leg into a gate pose variation. So you can keep this right hand still down the inside. And again, we'll inhale, sweep the left arm up, and maybe we'll just keep it up overhead this time. And again, you're allowing this right arm to roll down. So press into the baby toe side of the right foot. So we're almost in like a kind of a triangle variation here. And then from here, bring your left hand onto your left hip. So again, you can bring this foot in at any time if you need to. Maybe bring your right arm up overhead, and maybe you'll be able to leave go of your hip. So don't collapse to reach down onto the floor. This is where you could use a block or a brick if you need to. So feel you're actively getting energy up through from the left arm up towards the right fingers. And breathe and smile. So this is definitely a variation of triangle. One more breath here. And bring yourself up. Bend the right leg, bring it in beside the other one. And if you need to, swap over your support. So we'll do the other side. So we'll start the same way again. Left heel in line with the right knee to start off with. And the left knee and lower leg are at a nice right angle with each other. And this knee's keeping going back. So you'll maybe find this side quite different from the other side. Bring your left hand down the inside so it can't roll in. Keep pressing the back of the left hand against that left knee. Swing your right arm up, and maybe your left hand will slide down the inside of that left leg. And you can turn and look under your right arm, reaching into your fingertips. Breathe. One more breath here, and then bring yourself back up. And same thing, keep your leg here if that's comfortable for you, if that's enough. Otherwise, straighten, begin to take your left leg out to the side, but try and keep nice and straight here too, pressing into the baby toe side of the left foot. Left hand still down the inside, swing the right arm up, either overhead or over close to your ear. And then we're going to come back up. Right hand onto the right hip. Left hand swings up. Maybe you can release down towards the floor. Maybe not. Use a block if you need to. One more breath here. And gently bring yourself up. Step this right foot in if you had it out. And bring your knees together. Sit back on your toes. Come onto the balls of your feet. And if you want to give yourself a little balancing challenge, see if you can come up on your toes without putting, it doesn't matter if you're not going to fall. Bring yourself the whole way up. And bring your hands down to your heart center. So now we're going to do Trikonasana. So step your feet 3.5 feet apart. And we're going to turn all of the right foot and leg completely. Left foot in slightly. And then we're going to turn, make sure our torso is facing the long edge of our mat. So you really, really need to engage all these muscles, pressing into the baby toe side of the back foot. And then we're going to reach out with the right hand, left hand on your hip. Reach out and feel, imagine you're trying to set the right ribs onto the right thigh. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. And then when you've gone as far as you can drop your right hand down to your thigh, your shin, wherever it goes. Lift the left shoulder up towards the ceiling. And then if you want to, you can allow the left arm to drift up. Look up at your left thumb if you can, so we're not letting our head drop down. Keep control of your neck. And feel you're getting energy up from the right fingertips as well. One more big inhale here. And then press into all four corners of your feet and drop the left hand down onto the left thigh into reverse triangle. One more breath here. Inhale. Bring yourself back up. Turn both toes so they're facing forward. Both toes, both feet, sorry. And then begin to fold forward from the hips. So we're only going halfway. We're not going any further. Hands onto your thighs. Bend your knees if you need to. And then bring the right hand onto the right ankle. And maybe you'll swing your left arm up overhead. Swap sides, left hand to left ankle. And again, right arm up. And then from here, hands back onto your hips. Lead with your heart center. Bring yourself up. And we'll do the other side. So all of the left foot and leg turns completely. Right foot in slightly. Torso facing the long edge of the mat. Right hand onto your hip, left hand reaches out. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. When you've gone as far as you can, then you can allow the left hand to drift down. And maybe the right hand will drift up. And you can turn and look up at your right thumb. So pressing into the baby toe side of the back foot. Tuck your tail under. Lift your heart up to the sky. Smile and feel strong. One more breath here. And then press into all four corners of your feet. Drop your right hand down. Rotate the left hand. And bring yourself into reverse triangle. One more breath here. And then gently bring yourself back up. Turn both feet in, excuse me, so you're facing forward. Heel toe, your feet in. And from here, we're going to make our way down onto the floor for the first time today. So bring yourself into Sukhasana. And again, sit on your brick or your block or a rolled up blanket if you want to. Excuse me. Lift, shift, fresh from your sit bones. Take a big inhale and exhale completely. So take your left hand onto your right knee, right hand in close behind, press into the right hand. Use that wee bit of leverage to give yourself a little bit of a bit more length for your twist and begin gently to turn to the right. So keep your chin in line with your breastbone until you've gone as far as you can. And then if you want to, you can turn your head and look over your right shoulder. And then gently back to center, swap sides. Right hand to left knee, left hand in behind. Press into both hands, lift up first of all, and turn. Soften your shoulders, breastbone in line with your, chin in line with your breastbone, and turn your head and look left. Exhale, bring yourself back to center. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Use your thumbs to lift your heart center up. Inhale, feel you're getting freshness, renewal. Exhale, softening and letting go. Inhale, maybe sweep your chin from one side to the other. Stupid. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Soften your shoulders. Drop your chin down towards your chest and maybe sweep it towards the right and round back towards center, up to the left, just like happy faces with your nose or your chin, whatever way you want to put it. Do one more each side. Another big inhale. Bow your head down towards your heart. So thank you so much for joining me for this short practice. I really am so grateful for your company. Thank you. I honour the light, love, truth, honour and beauty in you, for it is also in me. We are connected. We are one. Namaste.